Welcome. We are at the Spring Fours. We are on video 3, and I didn't do an introduction before we played the first set. We are playing Hanna Alan Haywood, and 2 young Chelsea regulars, someone Pemberton. I'm sorry, I don't know the 4th person's name because I don't know them. And we are in the once defeated pool. We decided we didn't want to win, and so we lost every match just so we can play the lovely Alan. So we are 8 boards down. I think it was a relatively dullish set. There were 3 potential fans missed, and you might think that's dull, but as the auctions transpired, once you've opened what you've opened, and once you've been, you're not really going to get there on any of them, I don't think. I'll have a coffee, please, black coffee. My partner is lovely, my lovely Andy Bowie. So we are in the once defeated pool. We have to win 6 more matches or something, 5 more matches to make the quarterfinals or something. So it's just a long slog for us to just stay in the main event. So we're just going to stay in as long as you can. I think the furthest I've got to is round 6. So this is round 3. So if we win 3 more matches, we tie my best performances. So that's the goal. The good news for you discerning fans is that if we win and Matt Brown wins, we are playing Matt Brown. It was a husband and wife confrontation, and my partner's husband is in the once defeated pool. So that's something to look forward to. I'm going to come back with a couple of bidding problems. You might be already slightly spoilt to them anyway, but I'm not sure what much more we can do. It was a fairly dull set. We finished with over half an hour on the clock. We're 4 boards ahead of our table mates and things. So we've got a while to wait around, I think. I mean, all 4 of us are pretty nippy speed-wise, so I think it's going to be a fairly fast match. And I don't think I had many decisions, really. I maybe have 1, and I'm not sure I'd do anything different. I think I did the right thing, but obviously if I do something different things would have happened. That's the nature of bids and stuff. So we're here in Bristol. We are going to do what we can, and if you are thinking of coming to the Spring Fours, you get 4 days play whatever happens. So basically what happens is, on the Monday there's a Swiss team, so that's the last full day of everyone here. There's a Swiss team, so most people are out of any event, that's there. But there are still 2 events to go for. There's the main event, which we're still in, and then if we get knocked out between now and Monday, which basically means we get knocked out on Sunday, we basically go into a punch bowl qualifier, and the punch bowl is another mini straight knockout with 16 board matches or something. So I've never ever qualified for the punch bowl. I've either stayed in the main event too long to enter it, or I've immediately failed to qualify. So maybe this is the year, although if this is the year, we're going to get knocked out of the main event. So let's not have that happen. I'm going to come back with a hand, and my lovely partner's going to be up with a coffee, and so we'll see you shortly. So you pick up the following hand. You have Jack to 3, King Queen to 4, King X, King to 4, and you hear your partner open 1 club in second. It's gone past 1 club, and the next hand jumps to 2 spades. Now your partner's 1 club is at least 3. And usually when they've got 3, they're going to have the majors. Now it's unlikely they've got spades, given that you know where 9 of them are. So if partner's got hearts, they won't have genuine clubs. So you know you've got a fit here. You've got a heart fit or a club fit, potentially. And so you double to show 4 hearts. You haven't got anything else to do. You can double to show 4 hearts, and you can always correct back to clubs if you can't find a 3-end bid or something. The hand on your left bids 3 spades, and your partner doubles this. And now the interesting... you've got 2 things to think about here. Number 1, is this double definitively game forcing? And I don't think it is, because obviously that gives the problems. And the other thing is, if you pass this out, where are their tricks coming from? Do you think you can beat 3 spades? Maybe they make 6 spade tricks, and what else? You've got stuff in every suit. And I think if you were going to pass it out, what you'd really want is diamond length and not club length. And maybe if you swap your minors around, passing this out might be the right thing to do, because where are their tricks coming from? Maybe that would be a match point pass or something like that, because it doesn't look like you've got game on. Basically, the only game you've got on is 5 clubs. And how likely is 5 clubs to make? Well, if you manage the other way around, it's a difficult thing to think about where your game is. But this way around, I think there's too much danger of partner having 5 or even 6 clubs, and you know, if someone's just avoiding either clubs or hearts or something like that, or 2 singletons, a singleton club and a singleton heart, you might not have any defence other than just a few top tricks in partner's aces. So I think passing is wrong. I thought for a bit and passed. And then the second decision is partner's double game forcing? If partner's double is game forcing, are you worth 4 or 5 clubs? Basically, you know you have a club fit now. It's very likely is when you've shown 4 hearts and partner doesn't bid 4 hearts, the partner is something like 1, 3, 4, 5. That's a very expected hand for partner to have. And if that's the case, you're going to lose a spade and maybe an ace if partner's missing ace, but you should hopefully make everything else. You know, if partner's good enough to double here. So maybe if you bid 5 clubs, you make 11 tricks that way. But you've got to decide what's forcing. So if double is game forcing, 4 clubs might be better than 5 clubs. You're a bit better than you could be. And if double isn't game forcing, well, you just have to bid 5 clubs. And so I think, I was obviously had a bit of a ponder. I don't think it's game forcing, and we could still make 6 clubs here when partner's got maybe 6 clubs and only 3 diamonds, or you know, ace jack doubleton heart and a good hand or something like that. We might just have 12 top tricks losing a spade. Partner might even be void spade. So are you worth a 4 spade bid on the way to 5 clubs? I don't think so. You've got no aces, and I think we've already overbid to a slam this weekend, and there's no. Is there a guarantee that partner's got a stiff spade? I think these colours partner has to have a stiff spade. So I don't know. This is one of the slams we missed. So I just bid 5 clubs and partner passed, not unreasonably. I don't have to be as good as I am. I mean, basically just take the queen of hearts away, take my doubleton diamond away, and then we're not close, are we? We're not close. You need just a bit more in the filling for both hands to be certain of bidding 6 clubs, and it just happens to be that you've got 12 tricks off the top. But not much we can do about that, I think. They missed 2 slams, or here teammates are going. They missed 2 slams, so maybe we're more likely to gain than lose on the missed slam hands, so we'll find out. So we are 2 sets down. We're 40 imps up as it stands, but teammates have got boards to play. We had another good set, I think. I mean, we started with a 500, they bid to 4 spades. I think we can make 4 hearts, which is 620. Not guaranteed. We defended it pretty well to beat it by 3, and then 2 boards later you pick up this hand, and I'm pretty sure that this people will have different choices as to what to do here. So you pick up ace 1. That's Steve Root. Always has his bid. You pick up ace 1, king 10x, king queen jack to 5, king 3rd, and you've got 16 count or whatever, strong no trump, and 3 people bid before it gets to you. It goes 1 club on your left, showing at least 2, and partner bids over this 2 spades. Weak, and then the hand only right doubles. What's going on here? Well, something's going on. Everyone seems to have a bid, so there's an opening bid here. Let's give him 11. That's 27. Partner's got a 5 count. That's, you know, maybe ish at worst. So that's 32. So there's only 8 here. I mean, who knows what's going on? So there's going to be some shape in this hand. And what do you think you can make? Well, if you knew you were getting a diamond lead, you might chance 3N, but there's no guarantee that partner's spades are set upable or that they'd have an entry to them. So, do you pass? Do you bid 2 spades? Do you show a good raise and maybe do that? Now, the issue with that is, what you really want is a diamond lead against whatever you're doing. So if you end up in 2 spades or 3 spades or 4 spades, you want to get a diamond lead. And if you don't take up the space, you give the hand that's opened a club chance to show they've got heart support. And I think it's very likely on my hand that they've got either club support or heart support, depending on what their shape is, because you've got so many diamonds that they, so anyway, so sometimes when you're on opening lead, you envisage how the defence is going to go based on the bidding. Here, I did the same, but as declarer. Because I've got King 10x and King 3rd in the unbid suit, I thought it unlikely that the hand that's double 2 spades will have a natural lead. They're not going to have an ace and a king. They're not going to have a king and a queen. They might have a queen and a jack, but without the 10, so for example, a queen jack of clubs, they might still just lead a diamond. And so I envisage that a vast majority of the time, they're going to lead a diamond. Can you just either score up or get times away? I'm happy if you score without me. So, because my suits are so good that it effectively breaks up any like sequences they'll have in the other suits quite often, I thought if I just bid 4 spades, they're going to lead a diamond against this. And how is that going to go? It's going to go diamond, you play the king, they take the ace or duck the ace or something, but regardless of whether they take it or duck it, they can't attack whichever suit it's best for them to attack, because I've got the king as guarded now. So I just bid 4 spades. I don't know if it's right or not. I mean, partner, what does partner need to have? King Jack 10 to 6 spades, and we get a diamond lead. Now we've got play. But what happens here? It goes pass, pass, and on my right emerges 5 diamonds. Well, I know what to do with that. I drop a trick, but we still get 500. The 4 spades doesn't make. There's the full hand. 4 spades doesn't make. 5 diamonds is a bit pushy. If you're gonna open a diamond on only 5 card suits and only open a diamond when you're 4-4-4-1, I think here you should just be opening a club. I think. Maybe I'm not right. But basically, what your partner, when you do this very strict 1 diamond is nearly always 5, partner's going to play you to have 5 more than you should if you're opening a diamond on these hands as well. Now, from partner's point of view, it's very likely that if you are opening a diamond here, it's very likely on the bidding that you are 4-1-4-4, and in which case maybe it's better to try and defend 4 spades. Anyway, we got 500 there. I think I dropped a trick in defence. I didn't play them to have stiff ace of hearts, so I wasted my king of hearts, I think. I don't know whether they can get it back. I think they can get it back. It's always 500, but that was pretty good. So we started with 500, part screen 500, so it felt pretty good. There was some stuff at the end, but we're going to score up. Currently, I mean, before teammates came out, we were 40 up, so I'll just check how we're doing, and then we're back in the room in about 15 minutes, so wish me luck. So you pick up the following hand. This might be my favourite hand of the day. Definitely favourite hand of the day, maybe favourite hand of the week so far. You pick up Queen X, King Jack to 4, Ace King to 4, King Queen X. So 18, and yet again there are 3 bids before it gets to you. So the left-hand opponent opens 2 spades. Your partner does a takeout double of 2 spades, and your right opponent bids 3 spades. You are effectively going to just be guessing, but what we can do to start with is start with a double in case partner's got like a 5-card minor or a 5-card heart or something. You can start with a double first, and basically if they bid 4 spades or partner doubles or something, at least it's forcing and partner's not going to pass it. So you double and partner bids 4 hearts. Now what do you do? Again, you're on a bit of a wild side. You don't necessarily know, because they're favourable, that you haven't got 2 losing spades. So 4 is probably key card for hearts, but you can't do that with 2 spades. 5 of a minor is probably natural to play, or some sort. So I think the only bid you've got here is 5 hearts, which is bid 6 with a spade control, basically. And that's the sort of thing you want. If partner's got a spade control, you bid 6. And so over this, partner bids 5 spades. So partner does have a spade control, and it must be the first round. Ooh, well, if partner's got the ace of spades, you've got ace, king of diamonds, king, queen of clubs. You've got quite a lot of stuff. Give partner ace of 3 aces and the queen of hearts, and you might have 13 tricks on. So I think you've got room to investigate, and you bid 5 ends. So partner, have you got the ace of clubs? And if they show it, maybe you can try for a grand slam with 6 diamonds or something. But partner denies the ace of clubs and signs off in 6 hearts. Don't pass. Have a think. What is partner's hand, and how is the defence going to go? Partner hasn't got the ace of clubs. And partner's got the ace of spades, but probably ace doubleton because they're favourable. It would go 2 spades, double, 4 spades if we had a 10-card fit. So partner's going to have ace doubleton spade and with not the ace of clubs. And you might not have a parking place for your partner's second spade. Where's it going to go? Well, maybe it goes on your 4th diamond, but you do rely on partner having like diamond fillers and like only 3 diamonds or something. Maybe your spade goes on partner's 4th club if partner's got 4 clubs. But the problem is you have to knock at the ace of clubs first. So what can you do? You can actually bid 6N. And 6N basically is banking on the person who's opened 2 spades, which is likely to have the king of spades, so that they can't set their spade trick up before you've knocked out the ace of clubs. So I took a while because I had to just double check it through my head to make sure partner must have the ace of spades for this bidding so far, and I think they have to. And not the ace of clubs as well. And so I bid 6N. It's a bit risky because they could just go for 6 rounds of spades and partner has queued a singleton or something. And there's the full hand. They can't lead a spade, otherwise that's my 12th trick, and then I've got time to lead clubs towards my hands twice. I can even, once they duck the club twice, I can even cater for 4-1 diamonds. I can strip squeeze someone maybe, or just pick the jack of 10 diamonds up. Anyway, I just play the club to the king, and then cash some hearts and play the club to the queen, and when that holds, I have 12 tricks. So, favourite hand of the weekend. It's very difficult at the other table. Eva and Claire opened 3 spades over the double, race to 4, and now you've just not got the space. They still got to, our opposition got to a slam, but if they don't start with just a wild punt of 6 hearts, they've wrong-sided it, and you're never going to be able to correct to 6N, I don't think. The hand that has to correct to 6N is the hand with Queen X of spades, and that's just not going to happen. So, and we're done. And Future Steve has probably just gone through a hand that he's got on his phone that played in Matt's match. It was a very well defended hand by Ulf and Owen Lean. Owen might be the thumbnail to this video. So we're just going to see if we got an easy match tomorrow. We don't know yet. Now we might get Matt Brown. That'll be an easy match. Hey, really? And, it's going to be close. Matt's 11 up, but he says he's got a bad board. So who knows? It'd be nice to play Matt and Dana. And Ulf and Owen, but that's by far the tougher match of the 2 we could have. So we're through to another day. Basically, the opponents were 55 down, or just set to go. And I think it's an interesting decision. At what point is the cut-off for imps down to conceding the match? And I think it matters lots. I think it matters how deep you are in the tournament, whether it's the morning or the evening session, because if it's the morning session, you're back anyway for the evening session in the punch bowl qualifier or something, and you might be more likely to not concede. But if you want to go for early dinner, or if you're playing a team much better than you, or there's loads of factors. And anyway, they were 55 down, and they conceded. And if you look at just the imps in and out, they had very few imps in that were their good play. I think they had a 12 imp swing where 11 imp swing where our team did something silly, but that wasn't, we weren't pressured into it. We just one table got to the wrong spot and lost 11 imps. So they didn't have many plus positions in. It's not like a huge swingy set where they know they've got a chance of swinging in 55, but it's very difficult. 55 probably too much. I think, I don't know, somewhere past the 40 mark, there's probably a barrier for when you concede. And given it's the evening session and you can go for an early meal or just get some drinks in, thankfully they did. So we got to do a jigsaw puzzle, and hopefully people enjoyed that. Did we enjoy the jigsaw puzzle? Yeah, they did. Teammates did. Do you mind being on camera, teammates? This is the team plus Dan Mac. Woo! Oh, yeah. Woo! So we're back tomorrow. We're in round 4. Against, we don't know yet, but maybe I get to play Matt Brown for more than the 2 boards I've ever played against him.